All right, you guys, my name is Daniel with the SmashCake.com. The SmashCake.com is your online resource for all things Smash Cake. Photography tutorials, DIY craft tips, and a place to shop for hard-to-find props like first birthday outfits and cake stands. It all exists on the SmashCake.com. Welcome back, you guys. Today we are going to talk about the thing that just pretty much sends a cold shiver up a lot of our spines, and that is, of course, marketing. Every photographer I know hates marketing, and they hate it because, number one, you have to brag about yourself, which is not really kosher in this political climate. And number two, there is a high potential of flushing hard-earned money right down the crapper. So I don't blame you. I don't like it either. But the thing is, it is a fact of doing business, and we cannot avoid it. So if you can't avoid it, it's time to get some knowledge up a little bit, and do it correctly. So today we're going to go ahead and talk about a couple of things that didn't work for my business. So hopefully you guys could avoid those pitfalls and not waste money egregiously like we did. And we're going to go ahead and give you our number one thing that we've ever done for marketing for our business that is under $100 a month. So that's going to be at the end of the video. So stay tuned for that. But in the meantime, let's talk about what didn't work. Number one, direct mail. Unless you live in a major metropolitan area, direct mail is not going to work for you. If you are in a small little city, we are in a 60,000 person city surrounded by a bunch of other clustered little cities that are about 60, 80 to 100,000. Okay. We're spread out, and it is impossible to do direct mail because of just our geographic location. It does not work for us. And we know this because we once took $8,000 and the advice of a national level photographer who was our mentor. If I said her name, you would know her name. She went ahead and advised us to do direct mail. And where she's from, that works. But where we're from, it didn't work out so well. It did get the phone to ring, but unfortunately, they weren't high school seniors who we were marketing to. They were senior citizens, and they were angry that we were clogging their mailboxes with high school senior offers for high school senior portraits. So this company took our $8,000 and they mailed 4 times to each person on our mailing list, which turned out to be a senior citizen. And by the 4th time, the same people got this offer that they obviously didn't want. They were calling me up and they were chewing my butt on the phone. The worst was a 45-minute butt chewing from a very angry old woman. So direct mail and I do not get along. Just saying. Now, the next thing that we actually have learned to use, it's been very effective, but if you don't take the time to learn it, it's a great way to waste money, and that is Facebook advertising. If you don't learn the ins and outs of how to do it correctly, Facebook advertising will just eat your money. It's just gobble it up like Pac-Man. So there are a couple of books on the SmashCake.com in our book library that you can look at that will help you figure out how to do Facebook marketing. And you can also just type that into YouTube, and you're going to come up with a ton of videos on how to do it effectively and correctly. But trust me, if you do not do that, you are going to flush hundreds of dollars right down the, So Facebook works if you take the time to learn it, but if you don't and you're just throwing money at a problem, well, that's all you're going to get is a problem. So the next one is newspapers. Now, I don't know about your guys' area, but in my area, newspapers don't work. And nobody told the newspaper because they're still charging exorbitant rates. So you're not only going to lose money, but you're going to lose a lot of money if you go with newspaper advertising. Because let's face it, the people that read the newspaper do they have newborns? Probably not. They're probably older. They're getting up there in years. They're set in their ways, and they still read the paper because that's what they did their entire life. So if you're advertising Smash Cake, or if you're advertising high school seniors, or even family portraits, they're really not going to want them. So it's not your demographic, unfortunately. So so maybe not so much on the newspaper. And billboards. I wanted a billboard so bad. Oh my God, think about it. You got a billboard on a highway and you're getting, hundreds, if not thousands of cars every day looking at your advertising message. It is the perfect way to advertise, especially for photographers, because here's a beautiful picture, here's our contact information, and there's thousands of cars every day looking at it. I wanted one so bad. I'm still very excited about it, and I still want one. But of course, if you look at billboards, they are, oh my God, they are $3,000, $4,000, $5,000, $6,000 a month, depending on the location. And I don't know about you, but I do not have that kind of money. So what did we do? Well, we did the one thing I talked about earlier that was the best marketing decision we've ever made. We created our own rolling billboard, and there is no picture there. I'm going to fix that. Our very own rolling billboard. There it is right there. And my dog is going bananas. Must be UPS time. So there it is. That's our number one best thing that we've ever done. That's my rolling billboard right there. This gets me hundreds, if not thousands of impressions every day. That's thousands of new people looking at my logo, my contact information, and my phone number. It is a billboard. And I love it because we get all sorts of people asking us for brochures. I'll be at a stoplight with the window rolled down, and people going by on the crosswalk will ask me for business cards. Or I will literally see people take pictures of our contact information, and we will get a phone call the very next day. It's a beautiful thing. Now, let's talk about how much I spent on it. Now, remember, I wasted $8,000 on direct mail. I wasted, I wasted a lot of money. $800 on, Yellow Page ads. I could go on and on. So when it came time for me to think about building this, I got a quote, and it was $3,500. And I about choked because that is a lot of money. And at the time, we were just really kind of building our business. This car we built 5 years ago. And we were just kind of getting our legs under us. And we had a little bit of cash, a little bit of cash flow in our business, but I didn't feel like we had enough to take that big of a risk. But I did the math, okay? So we expected that these wraps last anywhere between 5 to 10 years, right? So if this thing lasted 5 years at $3,500, it was only gonna be $58.53 a month, right? I spend more than that on Facebook advertising, and I certainly spent more than that on direct mail and all the other crap that didn't work. So as soon as I did the math said this makes sense. Now, even if I had to, this is my personal vehicle and it's paid off, but even if I had to make the car payment, that plus the wrap every month is under $300 a month. It's hard to beat that. Now, if you're thinking, well, I'd love to do that, but I need to go cheap, and maybe we just put our company logo on the back window. I can tell you I did that for many, many years, and I didn't get a single response. But the very first day that this thing was on the road, we got 4 phone calls. 4. All right? So I would advise against going the cheap route, and if you have to, save up your money and do something like this. Do something big. Make it bold. Make people pay attention to you, and that's channel your inner P.T. Barnum and just get your damn message out there. And this thing is its own rolling parade. Kids point it out to their parents. People stop and take pictures of it. Everybody loves this car. Everybody sees the message. And even the people who don't love this car. This is funny. I was coming out of a restaurant one time, and I literally heard a gentleman say to his wife, "Oh, Troutman Photography, I hate that damn car. I see it everywhere." He sees it everywhere. So love it or hate it, you know who we are, and you're seeing our message. And so it's been one of the best things that we have ever done. So I encourage you to look at this. In fact, I loved it so much, we designed a white one as well. We have 2 on the road now, and trust me, when my wife and I are driving to the same job and we show up with 2 of these cars, we are a mini parade. People may miss the first one, but when the second one goes by, they've definitely noticed it. So couldn't be happier. Now, there are some bonuses to putting a car like this on the road. Number one bonus is that it gives you instant credibility. Now, you guys know exactly what I'm talking about when you're at a cocktail party and somebody says, "Well, what do you do for a living?" And you say, "Well, I'm a photographer." They give you that, "Oh," right? We've all gotten that face. Oh. So yeah, when they walk out of the parking lot with you at the end of the night, this definitely changes their opinion on who you are and what you're all about. This says that my company is doing fantastic. We're doing great, and financially we are stable enough to invest thousands upon thousands of dollars in company fleet vehicles. And that sends a very strong message to just about everybody, including your clients. Now, the other bonus to that, having that strong message, is that when I roll up in one of these and I need to get access to a location, the person that is going to give me access or not sees this car, they give me access. They know that I'm not fly by night. They know that I'm not just Joe Schmo with a camera. This is my business. And if they're going to have any problems, or if I'm going to create a problem for them, my contact information is right there. So obviously I'm a legit business, and obviously they should give me access to the location. So it really comes in handy. And the other bonus is nobody asks me what I'm doing anymore. Now, it was so annoying to go out with a family and you've got rambunctious little kids and you're trying to manage your camera, the settings, the wind, these little kids, and then you've got some gawker coming by asking you, what are you doing? What are you doing out here? Well, it's pretty damn obvious with a car like this what you're doing. And because of this car, it stops people from interrupting my shoots. So total other bonus. But honestly, the number one reason, $58 a month to put one of these on the road. You cannot beat that with a stick. If you need to find a local company, just Google search. Don't go to the yellow pages. Just Google search vinyl car wraps in your area. I used Extreme Graphics here in Albany, Oregon. If you're in the Willamette Valley in Oregon, I highly recommend Extreme Graphics. Yes, there are cheaper places out there, but with vinyl wraps, everybody pay attention to this. You get what you pay for. This has been on the road for over 5 years. Okay, that's why we're able to get that $58 a month price tag. Now, if this had started peeling and ripping off that second year, it's a hell of a lot more expensive every month to have it. So buy it once, buy it right, find a quality company, and don't be afraid to save up for a year if you have to. But when you finally do and you finally wrap your car, it's going to be the best money you've ever spent on your business. I guarantee it. So there you go. Now, I want to thank you guys for watching. If this information has been useful, please hook me up with a thumbs up, because that's how YouTube knows that we are, giving you quality information. And if you want to subscribe to our feed, that would be great. You can see what we're doing. And always remember to check out our website at, right here, thesmashcake.com. That's where you're going to find all of those resources for Smash Cake education. So yeah, until next time, guys, I want to thank you all for watching and giving me your time, and I will catch y'all in the next video. This is only the 15th take. Holly, I don't like you right now.